What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, Teen Mom Next Chapter star Maci Bookout revealed a very shocking secret about Ryan Edwards on the show, which we're going to be seeing as it airs tonight, okay? And I just wanted to give you a heads up about it. I don't know whether or not Maci got the permission from Ryan about revealing this sort of information about him prior to filming the scene or not. But I think the girl said, listen, if I got to depend on this man that I can barely tolerate to earn my keep on this show, right, for my storyline, I'm going to go all the damn way. So let me set the scene for you guys, okay? Maci goes to a restaurant to meet up with Ryan Edwards, and the two of them get to shading his estranged wife, Mackenzie Standifer, when Maci says, when Ryan tells Maci that he'd been to that restaurant before for his anniversary dinner once. And Maci said, wow, it must have been fun. Sarcastically, of course. And Ryan responds with, not really, right? As if to say, Mackenzie Standifer isn't fun. But the gag is, it probably wasn't fun for him because he was most likely high out of his mind, right? Which isn't very fun when you take it too far anyway. So speaking of being high out of your mind, one thing about Ryan was that he seemed like he might have been tweaking or something. Like, I had a hard time getting a proper screenshot of him because he was making so many micro movements with his face. So that is still going on. He did tell Maci that he's going to be going to Austin, Texas for a 45-day treatment program, which to me is like, I think I've heard the song before, right? Like he does this every so often. Sorry, I want to get some cream. He does this every so often. He is set like to go to rehab for a certain amount of time, and he doesn't complete the full amount of time. He does some more crime, gets sent to jail, but then they try to save him with rehab. Then he flops again, rinse and repeat over and over again, right? So I kind of was like losing interest in that part of his little spiel. One thing he did say that was quite interesting, though, was that he doesn't like himself when he's on drugs, which I guess is 99.9% of the time, right? I think he's even high when he's sleeping, but I can't confirm or deny that. Now, Maci tells Ryan that their son Bentley wants to talk to him about him going back to rehab because he worries about Ryan. How sad is it when your child is worried about you because you can't stop doing drugs, I should say, right? For the algorithm. You know, I find that really, really disappointing and sad for Bentley. I really don't like when children kind of have these emotions that make it feel like they've got to look out for their parent and be like the strong person for their parent. And you know what I mean? Parent their parents. I really don't like that. So they kind of discuss how this should be handled with Bentley. And so Maci says that she wants for Ryan to talk to him about it because these are the emotions and the feelings that Bentley has expressed about the situation. According to Maci, Bentley worries that Ryan is all alone, which is interesting to me because Ryan has always had a very, very, very child. Some of you guys are going to be upset with me for this, but I'm sorry, you guys. I cannot resist. Okay, so give me a second to pull up the proper photo here. But I found it really strange that Bentley was worried that Ryan had nobody in his life because he's always had a very close relationship with his parents, especially his mother. So I do wonder. Oh man, I thought the photo came up. Now I look deranged, especially with his mother. So I do wonder why why I'm sorry, you guys. I can't resist. So I do wonder why Bentley thought that Ryan had nobody. Like, even if he was going to be divorcing from Mackenzie or whatever, like, and even if he and Maci and Taylor were on the outs and whatnot, at the very least, Ryan had Larry and Ryan has Jen as well. So yeah, anyway, they do get to that point, and Ryan just talks about now how he suffers from anxiety. So this is when we kind of start slowly getting into what Maci reveals about Ryan, right? So Ryan's talking about how his chest hurts a lot. Maci's like, what, like you got anxiety or something? And then he says yes, which was very, open and honest about him. And he says that he suffers from anxiety right now because he cannot keep up with his court schedule. This man is always committing crimes. He's always allegedly committing crimes, right? Because his parents got that coin to sue me. So let me just put that allegedly in there, Jen and Larry. So he does worry that, like, he's not going to be able to keep up with his court schedule. It's a lot to juggle, of course, and then you gotta mix in, the drug runs to the dealer and whatnot. Like, that's also hard to kind of like manage your schedule with their schedule, and et cetera, et cetera. And not only that, but he's always looking over his shoulder, worried that the police are after him again for the same reasons, right? Now, Maci, this is where bum 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 bum, she really kind of like gives us a really close look at Ryan, because I was not aware of this. You guys let me know if you were aware of this at the time, but this was something that took me by surprise. So at this point, Maci lets it be known that Ryan was listed as a shoe is slide risk the last time he was arrested, right? Which means that he was a danger to himself at that point. And so Ryan, he agrees. He's like, yeah, And so Maci says, well, I feel horrible about that. You need to talk to somebody when you feel that way. And so Ryan's like, but who? Right? Which again is very strange, because he's got a very close relationship with his parents, as far as I'm aware. And I know that Viacom provides resources and whatnot. Dr. Drew was scared that this guy was going to OD when this was years ago, when Maci got the restraining order and stuff. Dr. Drew was sounding the alarm. He was talking about how behind the scenes, he was trying to provide a lot of resources to Ryan Edwards, and Ryan never took him up on anything. So it is strange to me that he would ask who, when he has all of these people here ready for him. But I digress. Maci tells him, listen, anybody, right? Like, a lot of people would be devastated if you were no longer here. And so at this point, Ryan starts tearing up, like full blown crying. You see like the tears fall down his face and everything. And Maci says, please call me if you ever feel that way, because I would rather you be a pain in my booty than to just not be here at all. And so he continues to cry, and the scene ends there. Wow, Maci. Again, I wonder if she had Ryan's permission to kind of put that information out there. But I get the feeling that he was surprised that she put that out there. But look at him. My God, this man, like, he's only like 33, 34 years old. And he's got like the eyes of like a 55, 60-year-old who's already seen it all, and is just so worn out by life and whatnot. Like, I don't know how he went down this path in life with all the privilege he had. But my God, is it ever sad, right? Absolutely, absolutely sad. So much wasted potential. It's a lot. I still wonder how he got to this point. Truly, but I digress. Anyway, that is a scene that went down between Maci and Ryan. I believe it's going to be on the premiere episode of Teen Mom Next Chapter. I saw a preview of it, and I just came running here to kind of, share it with you guys, because I don't know if you've seen it or not yet. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the preview. Don't forget, the full-blown episode is going to be airing tonight, and I will be recapping it as well. And I'm going to make a special fun announcement at the end of my recap. So do keep an eye out for that. Okay, guys, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time, which of course will be very, very soon. Take care. Bye.